Yeah. Yeah, it's OBS is not using the audio. Test, 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 test. Test that. There you go. Now we have audio. Ryan, I'm
What?
gonna have to ask you to let's do that again.
I'll do the whole thing again.
Yeah,
Hello
sorry.
and welcome everyone to another edition of Space Mail on Friday. If it wasn't hard, everybody would do it. No worries, Vlad. We want to welcome everyone who's joining us today. I'm going to run through the introductions again. Doing our technical directions always is Vlad Orellana from
Hello.
Guatemala. Coming to us from the hurricane-ravaged South Coast is Todd Rowland.
Hey, everybody.
Dave Lepore from beautiful southern sunny California. Luke from whatever fly zone you're in. That sounded horrible.
Spotted lanternflies. Pretty, but
Oh, not good. My name is Ryan. My wife and I are joining you from the smoke-impacted Pacific Northwest. So, yeah, right. We're like coughing and wheezing. Air quality here today is 150. It's supposed to be 0, but that's just the way things are. Vlad, do you want to say hi to some folks in the chat?
Sure. Let me say hi to Amy Kimmer, Frank Bicocci, Omar Hernandez, Stephen Barnett, Paul Johnston, Stephen Fonberry, David Bauer, Wayne Roberts, Luke Seegers, Carl Juckel, Tori Haitland, Andy Vett, Joseph Manley, Todd Rowland. Hey, I know that guy. Welcome to a new live game with AG. Today we're playing Space Base and we have a giveaway that you can join by liking and sharing the stream. The price of today is a copy of Inner Compass.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, and we did prove earlier that in space no one can hear you stream.
That's right. Very good. Very good. That was good. All right. Hello, everyone. I'm Ryan Dancy, the Chief Operating Officer at AEG, and I will be your space-based traffic controller for today's game. Everyone suit up. It's time to play John D. Clare's game of dice rolling and engine building. You'll need to have your own copy of Space Base to play along. To set up your game, assemble your Space-based player board as per the rules. Place the 12 starting ships on their respective sectors and place your credits tracker at 6 and your income and victory point trackers at 0. Next, deploy the market. Shuffle the level 1. Let's go to the market so we can see the market. There we go. Now, of course, I can't see my script. All right, deploy the market. Shuffle the level 1, level 2, and level 3 ships into their respective decks, and then deal out 4 ships from each. So you'll have 4 level 1, 4 level 2, and 4 level 3 rows for a total of 12 ships. Draw a level 1 ship for each player. That ship gets deployed to your space base in the associated sector, and you will take the starting ship in that sector. You will flip it upside down and slide it under your space base. I got a Sector 6 ship with a credits cost of 2. Let's get this graphic turned on here. There we go. There I am. Very nice. All right. Turn that off there. Back to reading the script. Come on, script. Where are you? There we go. All right. You're going to reduce your credits counter by the cost of the level 1 ship that you deployed. So my ship costs 2. Excuse me. So I'm going to start the game with 4 space bucks. Whew, there's getting me today. All right, assemble the colonies as per the rules as well. The colonies are the ships with the yellow backgrounds and the victory point ship counters. Get your dice warmed up and make sure they're ready for a good day's work. Today we're going to be playing with a special game mode that was designed by Luke Peterschmidt. In this game, our Dice-O-Matic AI will play as player 1 and player 3. Everyone on our live stream and all of you playing at home will be player 2. We're going to use this board to track which player's turn is ongoing, what the die rolls are for player 1 and player 3. On those turns, we'll use the red abilities on the ships we've deployed under our player boards and any green abilities that you may have. When it is player 2's turn, we'll all roll our own dice. We'll use the blue and green abilities in the ships we've deployed to the player boards, but haven't flipped and slipped under the boards. After you've rolled and resolved your ship's abilities, you can go shopping on the market for a new ship. If you are playing with more than one person in your local game, keep track of who bought first each turn and rotate each turn so that everyone has a chance to buy first as we play through the turns. We'll give everyone a few minutes to resolve their turns before we continue to player 3's roll. After player 3 is rolled, we're also going to roll 2 dice to determine which row of the market is going to lose a card. When we roll a 1, 2, or 3, we'll remove the level 1 ship that is farthest from the draw deck. When we roll a 4 or 5, we'll remove the level 2 ship that is furthest from the draw deck. And when we roll a 6, we'll remove the level 3 ship that is furthest from the draw deck. After we've removed a ship, we'll slide the remaining ships down and draw a new card from the corresponding deck to replace it. This system keeps the market from becoming stale, but it means you have to keep an eye on the ship you really want so you can buy it before it rolls off the end of the market and vanishes forever. We're going to play 12 turns with this system, and after the 12th turn, we're going to flip our tracking board over and reveal how the end game works, which we will explain at that time. Unlike a normal space-based game, you don't end the game by getting to 40 victory points. We've got a special system that determines how the game ends, and we'll discuss it after the 12th turn. All right, now we're ready to begin. I have turned on the subspace communicator to the Dice-O-Matic AI, and we're going to begin rolling for player 1. Okay, everyone, let's play Space!
Space! Woohoo!
That is the best part of my week. All right. All right. The first roll for player 1 is a 3 and a 4. Well, we're getting right off to it, folks. 3 and a 4, total of 7.
Ooh.
So
Damn.
if you got a starting ship that was a 3, a 4, or a 7, you get to do the red ability on the card you flipped and slipped under your space base. If you did not get a 3, a 4, or a 7, you don't get to do anything. All right. It's player 2's turn. That's us. Everybody at home and all the streamers on the live stream are going to roll our own dice. And then we are going to take the results of those dice and apply them to our space bases, and then we're going to go shopping. I rolled another 7. All right, Delana, what would you like to do?
Am I going first?
You're going to go first.
I am going to then.
I'm going to try a Wahoo strategy today, folks. I'm only going to buy level 2 ships.
Only going to buy level 2 ships. Interesting. I'll buy this one.
All right. All right, my first level 2 ship is going to be an 8.
Oh, you got a level 2 on the first turn.
I did. I started with 4 credits and I rolled a 7, and so I got 3 credits.
Nice.
So sorry, I have 7 credits. 7 credits. Unwind. I'm going to take this 7 credit ship for Sector 10 after I completely botch our board. All
Thanks for keeping it honest, Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't add to 8. All right, dropping that back to 0. All right, and now we are going to roll for player 3. And player 3's roll is a 2 and a 4. 2 and a 4 for a total of 6, which actually hit me. That's good. And the market adjustment roll is a 2 and a 4 as well. So we're going to lose a level 1 ship and a level 2 ship. Potentially good for my Wahoo strategy of only buying level 2 ships. Weirdly, they're all victory point ships right now. Oh, and there's a dice modifier ship. Okay. All right. And that's how we play Space Base at home, everybody. We're going to do 11 more turns just like that one. And we'll start turn 2 as soon as Vlad says we're ready to go.
1 more minute. And we are ready for the next turn.
All right, here we go. Rolling for player 1 on turn number 2. And the roll is a 1 and a 6. It's another 7. Another 7. 1 and 6. Total of 7. And then everybody's going to roll at home for yourselves. And I rolled an 8. Look at that. All right, get to 5. That's not enough to buy a level 2 thing, so I'm going to pass. I'm passing.
Oh, David Bauer is saying that on Space News on September 23, there is a North Group Grumman cargo resupply from NASA. Waldorf's flight facility in Virginia. It will include a new universal waste management system for long-term testing for future Moon and Mars missions. I'm more than sure that Ryan is going to tell us the full details.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, that's NASA speak for the toilet.
Yeah.
They're sending a new toilet to the space station. The toilet's estimated development cost is $27 million, which is a bargain considering that the most recent toilet up there cost $30 million. So they actually figured out how to save $3 million developing a toilet. All right, I've passed. Elena has passed. We are now going to roll for player 3.
I hope it has seat warming, at least. Oh,
all right, I rolled 2 6s. The big number 12.
Oh.
12 is the number. And the market adjustment roll is a 2 and a 6. So we're going to lose a level 1 ship and a level 3 ship.
How do you feel as taxpayers for paying $30 million for a toilet? I mean, it's not. I'm not from the U.S., so it doesn't hit me as much. But and I know space research is important, but it's a bunch of
So,
money.
what's that perspective? Ryan, do you know what the overall cost of the space program is in the U.S.
Yeah. So the NASA's budget is all in, which includes things in addition to space. It includes some aeronautic research and facilities maintenance and things. Their budget is about, I want to say it's about $6.5 billion a year. It is about 2% of the total federal budget.
Okay. Last I heard was 0.5%, but that could be a few years back.
In the 1960s, at the height of the Apollo program, I believe it got as high as 24% of the total budget. But a lot of that money was spent before the Vietnam War really escalated. So by the time they walked on the moon in 1969, NASA's budget was about 5 or 6% of the national budget, and it has gone down basically every year since then as a percentage of the total.
Yeah.
We don't spend a lot of money in comparison to other things to do space stuff. Although I would argue we spend too much because a lot of it is wasted. But that's a story for another day.
Awesome.
That can probably be applied to just about the other 98% of it as well.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. There was a really interesting story. I'm not going to get into space news yet, but there was a really interesting story out this week that the Air Force has secretly developed and built a prototype of a new fighter jet, which they somehow managed to do without anybody knowing they were doing it on the cheap. And so there is a huge kerfluffle going on in Washington, D.C. this week as all of the airplane builders that did not build that plane are scrambling to try and figure out how they can get a part of that wonderful new money that may be coming from Congress to build fighter jets. This is an example of technology advancing really fast. They were able to do that by using a lot of off-the-shelf components and what they call additive manufacturing, which is like 3D printing. So pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff.
Sadly, I think the government told them we spent all your money on a toilet, so there's no more fighters.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you think about it, in the United States, there's probably 150 million taxpayers. So that toilet cost me about 30 cents.
Okay.
All right. I am ready to roll for player 1.
Go for it.
And we are on turn 3. Player 1's roll is a 3 and a 6. 3 and a 6, total of 9. Total of 9. And then everybody at home and everybody on our live stream is going to roll for ourselves. Nailed it. I will be going last this time. Delaney's going to shot first.
I'll pass.
Delaney's passing. I'm not passing. I'm going to take this 6. Okay. Do I want that or not? No, I don't want that one. I want the 4. All right. So one of the things I've realized is that in this particular format, the things you flip are probably more important than the things you don't flip. So I am going to focus on making the stuff that's actually on my board and not flipped pay off when it actually hits. Okay, so let's roll for player 3. And player 3's roll is 2 3s, 3 3. Total of 6. And the market adjustment is a 2 and a 3. Come on, dice. There we go. 2 and a 3. So we're going to lose 2 level 1 ships. Some things to note we haven't talked about yet, which I probably should have already mentioned. We have I've got my my screen showing here so you guys can see how I'm manipulating the market. We don't expect you to follow along and have the exact same cards showing in your markets at home. This is purely for informational purposes. Also, we should remind you that if you have it or if you see it, you want to take the UES Gordon out of your deck if it appears. That's the ship that causes opponents to lose victory points. It doesn't work so well in this format. My decks are currently set up without any of the Shy Pluto cards in them, so there won't be any spoilers. But my level 2 deck does have the Dreadnought promo pack in it, which you can get right now at alderacstore.com, our online store. The Dreadnought promo pack includes a number of cards that pay off when you hit a number the hard way, when you get 2 of the same die number. And they're all level 2 ships, so they make your level 2 stack bigger, which is fun. All right, Vlad, are you ready for turn number 4?
We are.
All right, here we go, everybody. On turn 4, the roll for player 1 is a 5 and a 5. Speaking of the hard ways, there's a hard 10, which I actually have. And then everybody at home is going to roll for yourselves. This is our turn. We are player 2. Oh, I'm torn. All right, I'm taking it. I got a victory point. I'm on the board. And I am going to pass on shopping. Blaine is considering. Ooh, look, she went level 2. Uh-oh.
Wow.
Uh-oh. Very dangerous. You go first.
I'm short.
All right. Everybody's had a chance to shop at home. Now I'm going to roll for player 3. Player 3's roll is a pair of 2s. Lucky Ted in the house.
Wow,
2 2s for a total of 4.
so many doubles.
Yeah, so everything's the hard way today. All right, and then we're going to roll for the market adjustment. Market adjustment roll is a 2 and a 6. 2 and a 6, total of 8. Well, it doesn't matter. So we're going to lose a level 1 ship and a level 3 ship. Doesn't matter what the total was. Slide these down. All right. All right. While Vlad is getting us ready to go to the next round, I think we'll cover a little bit of space news. There was fascinating space news this week, everybody. Scientists have announced that they have detected signs of phosgene. Anyway, they found a chemical in the atmosphere of Venus, which cannot be explained by any known non-biological process. In other words, they don't know how Venus could make that chemical with sunlight or geologic processes or anything that might happen in the atmosphere or surface of Venus other than little microbes. So that is not proof that there is life on Venus, but it is an indication that something weird is going on Venus. And as a result of that, this week, the NASA administrator came out and said, maybe we should send a probe to Venus, which is fun. Venus is actually, weirdly, harder to reach than Mars is. Even though Venus is inward towards the sun compared to the Earth's orbit, than as opposed to Mars, which is outward. And you would think it would be harder to go out than in. It actually isn't for a whole bunch of reasons. It's a little bit tougher to get to Venus than it is to get to Mars. Often when we send probes by Venus, they are not stopping at Venus. They're in a slingshot maneuver that you're using Venus's gravity to affect the trajectory of something that's flying elsewhere in the solar system. So being able to go to Venus and stop once you get there is a little bit tricky, not too tricky. The United States spent a lot of time and energy sending stuff to Mars. The Soviet Union, before it fell apart, spent a lot of time and energy sending stuff to Venus. They actually successfully landed probes on Venus several times. If you Google it, you can find some really interesting pictures from the surface of Venus. The surface of Venus is what we would probably describe as a hellhole. It is under an enormous atmospheric pressure, and the heat is hot enough to melt lead. So it is not the kind of place that you would normally expect to find anything living, but the top level of the Venusian atmosphere may contain water vapor and oxygen, and it could be a place that life could find a toehold. So interesting news from the solar system about potentially life on Venus.
So you're saying it looks like Cleveland?
Yes. Not anymore.
I
The
have
Cuyahoga River no longer burns.
And after the director of NASA made his statement, the director of social media said that everyone should start saying there's life on Venus, which is what pretty much everyone started doing this week.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Right.
Carjokel is asking, we will see another saga expansion. I already played through Shy Pluto.
Yes, there is another expansion for Space Base in development. There's actually a bunch of stuff for Space Base in development. John Goodenough, who's not with us today, has been spearheading a team that has been working on a micro expansion called Biodome that is going to add a bunch of new colonies to the game. And then the team that I believe Scott Eaton is heading up is working on a new expansion, a whole new expansion. And that has been in the works for quite some time, and they have finally solved some design challenges and are starting to move ahead with that. So I think we're going to see some of that stuff in 2021 or maybe in 2022. Biodome certainly, or either, if not this year, then early in 2021 for sure. Yep. Yeah. All right. I think we are rolling for player 1 on turn 5.
Yep, we are.
All right, here we go, everybody. Player 1, turn 5. The roll is a 2 and a 6 for a total of 8. 2 and 6, total of 8. And then everybody can roll at home for yourselves. Ooh, look at that. I got 2 victory points. All right, and this is an odd number turn, so Delana is going to shop first on our local market. She's buying a level 1 ship. All right, I have 8 space bucks. I am in the hunt. I am going to buy this level 5 ship. This actually is working out pretty well for me. Okay. All right, and then we're going to roll for player 3. Oh, there's a Dreadnought pack card. Player 3's roll is a 1 and a 3. 1 and 3, total of 4. Give me $1. And the market adjustment is a 3 and a 5. So we're going to lose a level 1 ship and a level 2 ship. Some other space news this week, not quite as interesting and enjoyable as the discovery of potentially there being life on Venus. Netflix this week, in conjunction with Bad Robot, the J.J. Abrams company, has released a multi-part documentary on the Challenger disaster, which Delaney and I watched a couple of episodes last night. It's a tough thing to watch, but it is an interesting story of how the United States built and flew a space shuttle with a teacher on board that sadly was destroyed on takeoff, and all lives aboard were lost. If you're as old as I am, I'm a child of the 70s and 80s, you probably remember that pretty vividly. I can remember almost my entire morning that day. One of the things that's very unusual about that particular disaster is that the broadcast was not shown live in most of the country. By that time, the space shuttle flights had become somewhat routine, and the networks typically didn't show them. A lot of classrooms had the broadcast live if they had access to a satellite link. So some school children saw that unfold in real time, but most Americans did not actually watch that live. However, it's been studied since that time, and lots of people will tell you that they did. And the reason is that it was replayed so many times that they don't remember that they weren't watching when it actually happened. They just remember that it happened. I suspect that the same thing is probably true for a lot of people about 9/11. They probably didn't watch the planes hit the buildings live on TV, but they saw it so many times that morning that it feels like they did. Human memory is a strange and tricky thing. All right, Vlad, are we ready to go to turn number 6?
We are.
All right, here we go. Turn 6. The AI is rolling for player 1, and the roll is 1-1. Snake Eyes. Won the hard way.
Won the hard way.
Yeah. All right, and after you've done the 1-1, everybody's going to roll for yourself at home. And then it is my turn to shot first. I will pass.
I also will pass.
Lena is also passing. Okay, very interesting. All right, we'll give everybody at home a chance to shop.
Kind of have to pass when you have $1.
You have $1, yeah. Well, at least you haven't started buying colonies yet.
Not the dollar. No.
Not with $1, yeah. All right, we will roll for player 3. Player 3's roll is a 4 and a 5. 4 and 5, total of 9.
Not unhappy about that.
That was good for me too. And we will adjust the market with a 2 and a 3. So the market adjustment is 2 level 1 ships coming off the bottom of the stack. All right.
Matt Morley saying I was at school that had live feed for that event, and I was also watching it on TV when the second plane hit. Oh, I think we're shifting
Well, that's
into
2 bad days in a row, right? Unfortunate.
yeah.
It's a very funny.
That happened when I was in high school, and I lived a block away from our high school. So I ran home and I got this little black and white television that we had in our house, portable black and white TV, and ran back to the school. And my class and I, we watched most of what happened after the events on that little black and white TV, which I carried with me. I had probably 5 or 6 classes that day. I carried that little black and white TV all around the school, and every class we were in, the teacher basically just stopped teaching. We just watched TV. It was a weird day.
Another space news, I watched Ad Astra the other day. It was a pretty good movie.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I haven't seen
Okay.
it.
Yeah, that is Brad Pitt's story of confronting his own demons and that of his father.
Yes.
Oh,
All right, where are we? We're rolling for player 3, or are we already
we are
done?
ready for turn 7, Ryan.
All right, turn 7, very good. I'm lost in my own memories. All right, player 1 is rolling a 1 and a 4. 1 and 4, total of 5. 1 and 4, total of 5.
No, I was wrong. I actually watched it and I just forget about it. I think it didn't give me a very good impression.
Ad Astra.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's shot beautifully. Plot's not so great, but it looks good. And I think Brad Pitt is good in it.
It's a slow movie. It's a movie that they took the space thing and In space, no one can hear cut, apparently.
All right, everybody. Go ahead and roll for yourselves at home. Everybody rolls at home. In space, no one can hear you say cut. All right, this is an odd number turn. Delena's going to shop first. She's just taking victory points. You gonna buy anything?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I
please.
I did watch recently a really good space movie. It's called Voices of a Distant Start. It's a 25-minute movie about a couple that separates, and they tell and they explain the story of their communication and how, as the farthest she goes in space, the longer the time takes for each message to arrive.
Right. That's a good plot device.
Yeah, it is.
All right. We have both shopped here in Everett, so we're going to roll for player 3. And player 3's roll is a 1 and a 5 for a total of 6. 1 and 5, total of 6. And the market adjustment is 2 4s, so we're going to lose 2 level 2 ships.
All right. And before we go on to turn 8, I was going to tell everybody that at alderacstore.com, if you go there this week, the game we are giving away today, Intercompass, is actually there for 20% off and free shipping in the US. And if you go there right now, you can get that. Intercompass, of course, it's an abstract game at its core, but it's a really cool abstract of setting up sequences of colors. And then as you do that, in the story of the game, you're creating different kinds of memories, positive memories, negative memories, whatever. And you create all those and get those for extra points at the end by creating lasting memories. It's a really fun, challenging game of trying to set up these combinations that change every game because your ways to score and the different types of memories you're trying to create are different each game. So that's Intercompass. It's at alderacstore.com. You can get it today, 20% off and free shipping in the US.
It's designed by the same guys who designed Flamme Rouge.
Yes, indeed.
The best game of bicycling you'll ever play. All right, are we ready to go to turn 8, lad?
We almost.
Or am I rolling for player 3? Am I out of sequence?
Oh, you already did 3.
Yeah, we're going
Yeah,
to
you're
3.
ready
No,
at 3. So yeah, we're ready for turn number 8.
all right, here we go to turn number 8.
Hello, Kurt. Hello, Roberto. Welcome. You're never late. You can always play and watch the stream after.
That's right. All right, the player 1 roll is a 2 and a 4. 2 and a 4, total of 6. And then everybody's going to roll at home for yourselves.
2 and a 4.
I have rolled Snake Eyes on my Dreadnought pack ship. I have just achieved 10 credits. It actually worked. I can't believe that.
That's exciting.
I think that may be the first time a Dreadnought ship has ever paid off for me. Maybe I'll buy another one.
That is exciting, Ryan.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, I could claim 3 level 1 cards. That's a Sector 12 card, though. That's crazy talk. I'm going for this bad boy right here. I'm going to make 10 pay off if it hits. All right. Would you like to buy a ship? Can I interest you in one of these ships? Ships like this don't come around except once every 5 years. That's what the used cat salesman told my wife when we bought our most recent cat.
Used cats. Was that a retail store? Hey! Retail store.
Retail, get it?
Oh, honey, a cat like this only comes along once every 5 years. If I didn't have 25 cats already, I would take this cat myself. That's how we got Space Cat. Are you done?
I'm done.
Okay, she's done. Yeah, let's take a quick check at Delena's board here and see how she's doing. So she doesn't actually have that much stuff on her board, but she does have 5 victory points. So 6. She is 6. Sorry, I've been corrected. 6 victory points. So she is continuing to make progress. All right, let's roll for player 3. Player 3's roll is a 3 and a 4, total of 7. And the market adjustment is going to be a 2 and a 6. So we're going to lose a level 1 ship and a level 3 ship. Yeah, we haven't seen Space Cat in the most recent couple of weeks. She's decided to sleep somewhere else in the house, and I don't think that Space Base is waking her up. So if only she knew that there was fun things to knock off the table, she'd be here in a heartbeat. Glad let me know and ready to go to turn number 9.
Yep.
Actually, while Vlad's doing that, let's do a quick review of scores. I have 3 victory points. Lena, how many do you have?
I have 6.
Lena has 6. All right, Todd, how are you doing?
I'm at 3.
And Dave, how are you doing?
And 2.
And Luke, how are you doing?
I have 1, making y'all feel
All
good.
right. Very good. We're all tightly clustered here as we go to turn number 9.
Seems about right. Delana leading by a margin, and
This is the part where she usually starts buying outposts.
yeah.
We should mention that we've got great releases this month. Mariposas is in stores now. So is Truffle Shuffle, 2 really great games from Truffle Shuffle is from the people who did Point Salad. And Mariposas is designed by Elizabeth Hargrave, who also designed Wingspan. And we are about 2 weeks away from releasing Calico, which will be the next big release from our friends at Flat Out. That game will be on sale the first week in October. Very cool.
We are ready, Ryan.
All right, here we go to turn number 9.
Oh,
The roll for the AI in player 1 is a 2 and a 6. 2 and 6, total of 8. Total of 8. And then everybody is going to roll at home for yourselves.
Oh, something happened.
I rolled the hard 10. I hit another Dreadnought pack. I gave 6 victory points.
Wow.
What?
I know,
6 in a
crazy
single
sauce.
roll?
It's working. Oh, fantastic.
Okay, let me read some comments from the chat.
Yes, please do.
Rolling with Rock is saying, I'm excited to get Mariposas, but it's on an order with pre-order, so who knows when I'll see it. Sad day.
Yeah.
David Bauer is saying, Truffle Shuffle is great, and a big thanks to AG for my game. Oh, yeah, you won one. That's great,
Oh,
David.
excellent.
Ilya Ushakov says, also got Calico last week from Kickstarter. Super great game.
Yeah.
Some scores, Joseph Manley with 3, David with 6. Some other guys arriving from YouTube and Twitch to hang up in the chat. And that's it from the chat right now.
All right, fantastic.
I had a poor choice there. Had 18 and I bought a card instead of buying the victory points.
Post, yeah. All right, let me see. What are we doing? Are we rolling for player 3? I think that's right?
Yeah.
All right, player 3's roll is a 1 and a 4. 1 and a 4, total of 5. And the market adjustment is a 4 and a 5. So we're going to lose a 2 level 2 ships, which is interesting for me. Brings up some more choices, maybe. We'll see. And we will get ready to go to round number 10 as soon as Vlad gives us the sign.
Just 1 second. While I'm doing that, we already talked about the expansions that are coming from Space Base, but since it's the second time after we talk about, Ryan, can you do an update on the expansions that are coming from Space Base?
Sure. There's basically 2 projects we have in the works right now for Space Base. One is the Biodome micro expansion, which is going to add new colonies to the game. That doesn't have an ETA, but it's almost finished. It's been through proofing. So if we don't have that available this year, it'll probably be something we come out with really early next year. And there is a second expansion in development, which will be similar to the Emergence of Shy Pluto. I don't have an ETA on that yet, but that development is moving ahead. They have solved some design problems and are now making good progress. So I'm hopeful that'll be a 2021 release, but it might be a 2022 release. We'll see.
All right.
Speaking of expansions, the other day when we were on here, I got kind of crazy and started showing people some new Smash Up stuff, and nobody ran to Smash posting and shared it, which surprised me. I was expecting it would get all over the place, so I'm almost tempted to show more, but you know, if nobody's going to go share it on the internet, what's the point?
Was that the top secret faction, or was that more stuff from the Ops Marvel game?
No, it was actually more stuff from the little faction we're working on.
All right, the top secret faction. Very cool.
Yep.
Oh.
What is our
Maybe
ETA?
later I'll be
Is it
tempted.
going to be an early next year thing, Todd?
It will either be early next year or near the end of this year, but probably early
Yeah.
next year is what we're aiming for.
Yeah, that makes sense. We should mention, since we've got you all paying attention to Smash Up, that the Titans pack is back in the online store. We had a lot of people request that earlier this year, and we made some more Titans. So if you didn't get the Titans the first time around, you can get them now. AllDirectStore.com.
All right, we're ready for turn, Ryan.
All right, here comes turn number 10. The AI is rolling for player 1, and the AI has rolled 2 4s. 2 4s, total 8. It's all about the hard ways today, everybody. 2 4s. And then everybody's going to roll at home for yourselves. And then we're going to go shopping. Turn 10 is an even number turn. I get to go first. I'm liking my options here. I'm going to go for this one. All right, Delana is buying a colony. She is in the colony hunt. Here she goes. She bought 4 victory points. Woo! Very dangerous for me.
The other fun thing that was previewed this week in the Smash Up Marvel preview is that even though they may not necessarily be factions in the set, there are a lot of cameos from some other fun Marvel characters. In fact, just this week, our friends in Canada got to see their very own Alpha Flight in the background of a action that was shown. So, as someone pointed out, poor Sasquatch got the Mike Wazowski treatment. The title covers up his face directly, but you can see the rest of them.
Right on. That's going to be super fun. Do we have an ETA on that yet?
We do. It is going to be December. It will be out in December.
So it'll be for Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't wait to get mine. All right, let's roll for player 3. The player 3 roll is a 1 and a 3, total of 4. And the market adjustment is a 3 and a 6. So we'll lose a level 1 ship and a level 3 ship. Level 1 and level 3. All right. And then we'll go back to the top and start all over again as soon as Vlad gives us the sign.
Almost there. And we're ready to go.
Okay, here we go with turn 11, everybody. The AI is rolling for player 1, and the roll is a 1 and a 6. 1 and a 6, total 7. Looking good. And then everybody's going to roll for yourselves at home.
Hello, I'm online.
Lord Heinemann is saying, Todd, I just missed the picture. That's why I wasn't able to share it.
All right, this is an even odd number turn, so Delena's going to shop first if she wants anything. She is rolling the dice. Delena not only playing Space Base today, but she's also playing Ebony. She's got 2 different computers running at the same time.
Oh.
Take that.
Uh-oh, she's getting more victory points. She's removing charges.
And
She's wearing a short skirt and a long jacket.
I don't like those passive.
She's passing. Interesting. Okay. I have some choices. I could buy that. I could buy that. I'm going to pass. All right, we both passed. All right, let's roll for player 3. Player 3's roll is a 2 and a 4. 2 and a 4. Total of 6.
Remember, everyone, that we do a daily giveaway, and if you want to be part of that giveaway, you just need to like and share the stream. The prize of the day is a copy of Inner Compass.
Sorry, we're going to roll again for the market adjustment. It's a 2 and a 6, so we're going to lose a level 1 ship and a level 3 ship. I've been asked by multiple people today to remind everyone that we are going to be playing the 100th version of Tiny Towns on Monday, and that game is going to be filled with fun, excitement, and special guests. And I have it on good authority that our fearless leader, John Zinzer, is going to join us for that game. So For those of you who've been wondering how John's doing, he'll be back playing a little game of Tiny House with us on Monday. What are you pointing at?
Oh, I just didn't get player 3.
Oh, okay.
So.
All right. Tell us when we're ready to go to turn number 12. Vlad and
We
I'll
are ready for turn number 12.
All right, everybody. This is the 12th turn. This is the last of the normal turns. We're going to play turn 12 just like we've played all of the preceding 11 turns. And at the end of turn 12, Vlad is going to work some digital magic, and I'm going to flip this board over, and we will explain to you how the end game is played. So this is the last of the normal turns. Everything in this turn is going to be just like it was in the previous 11 turns. All right, the roll for player 1 is 2 5s. 2 5s, everybody, total of 10.
Wow.
Boom.
You're on fire today.
And fuego, this plan is working. I am going to roll for myself.
Wait, what was player 1 again? I'm sorry. It was
Double
The
five.
one was 2 5s.
Oh, double
5. 2 5s, total 5. All right, that is going to get me $4 more. Which colony can I buy for 22 space bucks?
Wow.
I'm going to buy this one.
Oh, good lord.
Woohoo! All right, that worked. Okay, excellent. All right, let's roll for player 3. Player 3's roll is a 2 and a 4. 2 and a 4, total of 6. $2. All right, and the market adjustment for the final normal turn is a 3 and a 6. We're going to lose a level 1 ship and a level 3 ship. All right, while Vlad gets ready to do his magic, let's talk about scores. I have 16 points. Delana, how many do you have?
I have 17 points.
Delana has 17 points. Todd, how are you doing?
I have 9.
Todd has 9. And Dave, how are you doing?
I'm really ready to shoot up. I just have trouble getting off the launch pad.
Okay.
I've got 4.
4. All right. And Luke, how are you doing?
I'm at 8.
8. Okay. Tightly bunched again. Tightly
All right,
bunched.
everybody, pay close attention. I'm going to give you your little preview again. Okay.
Okay, here it comes.
Hot stuff. If I can get it to work with my. There we go. Everybody see?
No, wait. I'm focusing the camera on you. Okay, raise it a little bit.
It's going to disappear if I do that.
Oh no. Okay.
Zoom is trying to protect us.
See, there we go. All right,
There it is.
3,
There it is.
2.
There it is.
1. That's enough of a preview.
Boom.
That's a good preview. All right, are we ready to begin the end game, Vlad?
We are.
All right, everybody, welcome to the end game of Space Base at Home. Here's how it works. We're going to roll the dice for player 1 and player 3, just like we do on every other turn, except we're going to track those rolls on this chart. We're going to track each pair of dice as we roll them. And we're going to keep playing until player 1 or player 3 rolls a repeater, the same pair again. If the end game is triggered on player 3's turn, we will finish player 3's turn. We'll do the market adjustment. Then we'll do player 1's turn, and then we'll do player 2's turn. If the end game is triggered on player 1's turn, we will finish player 1, and then we'll do player 2, and then the game will end. So no matter what happens, you will get one final time to roll the dice for yourself. Vlad, are we going to have the chat predict how good I am at rolling the same dice again?
Not today. I'm
Okay, no
giving you
worries.
some time. But
Thank you.
what I'm going
I
to
feel
do
it,
is
right?
gonna. Yeah.
Go ahead.
What I'm going to do is share some of the chat conversation. Roberto
Okay.
Garcia is saying, Todd, was excellent to have you present in the Spanish stream. David Bauer is saying, yay, looking forward for Tiny Towns 100 and looking forward to see John Sincer back. He also has 13 points. Rolling with Rogue, he's saying, how quickly do you find yourself starting to look for victory points in this game? I lose a lot because I wait too long to go after victory point cards. What do you guys think? Delana, you're the expert. How fast do you go for the victory point cards?
I go for the victory point cards as fast as possible. If I see them, I take them. And then I normally try to buy colonies around or outposts around the 8th or the 9th if I have the money to do it.
All right. Joseph
Yeah,
Manley
she's
has
good.
14 points. Luke Seegers has 12. And that's it. We are ready to start.
All right. I'm going to roll the dice for player 1. The only die roll in the end game that doesn't matter. All right, it is a 1 and a 3, everybody. 1 and a 3.
That's been a popular.
And then everybody's going to roll at home for yourselves. I'm going to take the 4 victory points. All right. Then we're going to go shopping. Delaney, are you going to buy anything?
Nope.
I'm not going to buy anything either. It's a race for colonies, I think.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody. We're going to roll for player 3. Let's see how we do. No whammies. Look at that. Boxcars. 2 6s. Well, we're unlikely to roll that again. All right. That's a good roll.
Second time in the
Okay,
game.
so 6s. And the market adjustment roll is a 4 and a 5. Boy, this was the day for the hard ways. All right, so we're going to lose 2 level 2 ships. I have the feeling at this point, after playing this game now, however many times we played it, that by the time we get to the end game, we're almost all buying outposts or colonies.
I think this
I
is
don't
a
think we're
Space
buying-
Base 14.
This is 14. Okay.
Yeah.
Boy, they just fly by. Wow, the implication is that that's 14 weeks. That's
But I'm more than sure that David Bauer is going to correct me in a couple of minutes.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Let me know when ready to go to the next round, Vlad.
Yeah, 1 second.
14 weeks of Space Base.
Well, we're going to celebrate Tiny Toons 100 next week.
Right. It just seems like just the other day that we said, you know, we should try to do some live streaming thing while everybody's stuck at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was March.
We're ready.
And we're still stuck at home. All right, here comes the roll. Player 1's roll is a 1 and a 5. 1 and a 5, everybody.
1 and a 5.
Total of 6. That is going to be pretty okay. And then everybody's going to roll at home for yourselves.
Oh, wow. It's Space Base 20.
20.
Yep.
Is he counting the games we played before we were really online?
Oh,
The
I
prep
don't think
test
so.
Probably counting the test games. All right. I am going to, let's see, what are my options here? I have to get the 15 space bucks to buy another colony. I have 8 space bucks.
Yeah, but I can see us playing 20 games of Space Base.
Yeah, I think that's possible.
Okay.
I'm going to pass. Lena, are you going to buy anything? Lena is thinking.
No.
She is saying no. All right. She's doing what I'm doing. All right. Let's roll for player 3. And player 3's roll is a 2 and a 5. 2 and 5, total of 7.
Okay, we're still playing.
We are still playing. 2 and 5. All right. And then the market adjustment is a 5 and a 6. It's our first yo of the day. So we're going to lose a level 2 and a level 3 ship. Delaney and I were watching a show last night about a couple that does a YouTube video from their sailboat, and they spent some time on a British amphibious assault ship. And I was telling her about Ryan Miller's story that he told us on the last day of Dead Reckoning about the last day the British Navy served grog to the sailors. You learn something new every day when you listen to this show.
Yeah.
All right, and we will do the. Oh, I'll wait for Vlad to tell me what we're ready to go. Sorry.
Should we talk a little bit about the upcoming Kickstarter, Thunderstone Quest, while we wait?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Well, hot on the heels of our last mega success on Kickstarter, Dead Reckoning, we've got Thunderstone Quest coming out for fans of Thunderstone Quest. It's 2 more awesome quests with some really cool story and amazing art. And if you haven't played Thunderstone Quest, it is a deck builder. It's sort of like D&D meets a huge box meets a deck builder. It is an amazing game, and it's one of those games that feels like what you're doing. It feels like you're diving into a dungeon and leveling up and going to the village to buy things. It's on a lot of people's top 10 deck builder list for a reason, so now's a chance to get into it if you're not into it yet. Getting a chance.
Yeah, perfect starting point for new players, and another pair of expansions for next year for existing players.
Yes, it's awesome. So it'll launch on the 29th. That's about a week and a couple of days. Don't want to miss out. And Vlad will post a link, maybe, if Vlad has it nearby. There we go.
Yes, I have the link. Give me 1 second. Well, actually, we're moving to the next round, and then I will post the link.
Great. Because this game's going to go on for a while, so I can catch up, right?
I'm just dazzled by your Dr. Tooth shirt there, Luke. That is super cool.
Oh, all the Muppets, man. Got it all.
That's a super cool shirt. All right, everybody, we're going to roll for player 1. Is that right?
Yeah, we're
Yes.
going to roll for player 1.
Yeah, player 1. Yeah, I can add to 4. All right, and it's 2 1s. It's 2 1s. Well, look at that. We got the double 6s and the double 1s. We're at both ends of the game. All right, and then everybody is going to roll for yourself at home.
Jesus. That is not good.
I got there.
Do you go first or I go first?
Let's see. Turn 13 was you. Turn 14 was me. Turn 15 is you. You go first.
Doesn't matter. I'm getting
Oh,
this one anyway.
Okay.
Just want to mess with you.
Just wanted to mess with me. Well, that describes our marriage in a nutshell, doesn't it? All right, we're both buying outposts. The race is on in the Dancy household. The race is on. The game is afoot.
Just roll 7s all the ways you can roll a 7. That's what
All
we're
right, we'll make that happen. All right, here's the first chance for that. I'm going to roll the dice for player 3, and we'll see if we can get a 7 for Luke. And it is a 1 and a 3, total of 4.
And that's the end of the game.
Yep.
That is the end of the game, yes.
That roll has killed me.
Okay, that was actually a pretty good run there.
Those did not help me at all.
Okay. All right, everybody. So this is what's going to happen. We're going to do the market adjustment, and then we're going to have a normal player 1 turn, and then we're going to have the final player 2 turn, and that will be the end of the game. So the market adjustment is a 2 and a 5. There's your 7, Luke. We're going to lose a level 1 ship and a level 2 ship. Sorry about that. Slightly out of sequence. All right, and then Vlad's going to tell us when we're ready to go back to the top and start with player 1 for the final go through.
Okay.
2 more rolls of the dice, player 1 and player us.
Player 1 and player us.
Right.
Okay.
Right on time today, too.
We are ready for player 1.
Okay, here comes the roll for player 1, everybody. This is the last player 1 roll of the game, and it is a 1 and a 6. There you go, Luke. 7. Total of 7, making that happen. And then everybody at home is going to roll for yourselves. I don't think either Delana or I could possibly get enough chips to do anything interesting here. I will take that victory point, though. Look at
Ooh, I
that.
will take both of those.
I got 1 more.
2 more.
All right, that's the end of the game, everybody. Let's do a scoring review. I ended the game with 30 points.
Woo!
Delana, how'd you do?
28.
28 for Delana. All right, Todd, how'd you do?
25.
25. Dave, how'd you do? Did you take off?
I did not. 16.
16. And then Luke Petersmith.
36.
36
Wow!
points. There we go. Luke in the house.
Yeah.
Nicely done, Luke. Nicely done.
I got lucky. Yes. Good game.
Yeah, lucky. I got that 7 in the last roll of the dice.
Seriously. That got me 9 points.
I'll give you my Venmo number. You can't use WeChat anymore, so you know.
Yeah.
Good job.
All right, let's
Luke.
get some scores from chat, Vlad. How do we do out there in chat world?
Give me 1 second. Let's ask the
Sure.
chat. Okay, I'm having Luke Seegers with 30, David Bauer with 32, Joseph Manley with 33. More scores. Let's wait a little bit for more scores.
Sure. I'm hoping at least one person got 20 points.
And the other important thing that I need to say is that we have the winner of the day, and the winner is Maria Raiden.
Wonderful.
So,
Up to the inner compass.
post that over here.
Very
And
cool.
please, Maria, send us a message on Facebook so we can send you your awesome prize.
Hold on, y'all. I got to step away.
All right. Just a quick reminder that Monday is going to be Tiny Towns Game 100. That will be super fun. We hope you join us for Tiny Towns 100. Next week, as always, we will be playing Tiny Towns on Monday and Tuesday. We will be playing Santa Monica on Wednesday, Tiny Towns again on Thursday, and another game of Space Base on Friday. Thank you so much for joining us. It was great to have you today. That was a really fun hour of Space Base. So please be careful, wear your mask, don't forget to register to vote, and we will see all of you on Monday.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And everybody,
Good job, Luke.
I totally snarked.